Gary. The 77 of Randy Holsinghead. The 74 of James Wood. The 28C of Cameron Book. Grot.
White flag is out for the 77 of Randy Hollingshead.
And the checker flag is out, and that will complete our hot lap session for tonight.
I'm gonna start the game.
We are just waiting for to get our beginners out and ready. 88.
Tomorrow night at the Big O is autograph night presented by Jibs Action Sports. There's also an autism night.
This is group 1, right? That's P1?
I think it's Halloween. Is it Halloween in August?
Yes.
And it is also Halloween in August tomorrow night at the Big O.
Okay, Jason, you can pull up the information for us.
This is the lineup for the beginners Heat 1. Starting on the pole, the 7S is Sebastian Palace, and alongside him is the 88 of Riley Mercer. And starting third, the number 10 of Stasia DeBeston. And beside her is the 67 of Shakira Merkel. On the next row, the 9H of Hayden Nanakoke and the 53 of Jack Burbridge. And rounding out the field, the 81 of Lincoln Obadiah.
Oh, 53. Okay, so hold on. 53, you got to go back behind the 67. 53 behind the 67. We don't have a pole sitter. 88. Mary, no 88 out there?
By the looks of things, we're missing the number 88.
53 behind the 67 on the out. Be good to go. Help me out, Carter. 67 doesn't have a radio. Good job, Cameron. All right. Now we just got to get the 67 up beside one, beside the 7, and we're good to go. Okay, 6 to the front there. Just jiggle them up to the front. 67's got to get up even with the 7. Got to go tail, too late.
Looks like just now Riley Mercer's pulling onto the track, so he'll have to start tail for this heat race.
88, catch up to the back end of the field, please. 88 to the back end, we'll be good to go. Slower, Jay. That's good. Come on, this 88 on.
the 88 of Riley Mercer
88, pull right up to the field, 88, keep
was really solid last week. He, I believe, got the win.
Okay, going this time.
We going green next time around.
Going this time.
Going green, and the green flag is out. The 7S of Sebastian Palace takes the lead with the number 10 and the 10 and the 9H. Oh, looks like the 9H of Hayden Nannycoke took second. 53 of Jack Burbridge is 3.
Sebastian's pulling away here down the backstretch with Hayden Nannycoke in second and Jack Burbridge in third. Riley Mercer has yet to pass Dodge Judson.
Here comes the 7S of Sebastian Palace around the 81 of Lincolnopedia, and going around the 97 of Shakira Markle. The 9H did the same, got around Lincolnopedia, now is working the way to get around the 67 of Shakira Markle.
Sebastian Palace is like really pulling away here. Hayden Nannycoke is a long ways away from Sebastian with 1 lap left to go.
Looks like Sebastian Palace is going to take heat race number 1 win. Looks like the 9H of Hayden Nannycoke takes second, and the 53 of Jack Burbridge is your top 3 for heat race number 1.
All right, take it to the fence. Good job. Beginners. Good job.
Coming up next is our box stock heat race number 1.
Our pace truck there, ready to pick them up. Jay, you can go once we get the 81 clear. He's got to be a bit clear. He's really slow out there. Once he basically gets to Jim.
We're just waiting for the 81 of Lincolnopedia to get to the pits. Starting on the pole is the 5 of Delina Knock, the 26 of Campbell Baker, row number 2, and the 7K is Austin Fair. Just outside the 9K of Kylie Dixon, row number 3, the 16 of Keegan Baker. And rounding out the field in the 01K is Kenzie Krutchka. That'll be your starting lineup for heat race number 1 for the box stock.
That's a good pace, Jason. Going this time, drivers. Going this time. Get out of there, Jay.
The green is out with the 26 of Campbell Baker pulling away from the field here. And he's already gone far and on the front stretch.
Keegan Baker, Delina Knock, and Kenzie Krutchka is your top 3 so far. But the 7K of Austin Fair is working to get past the 01K of Kenzie Krutchka. Looks like the 7K keeps getting closer and closer, and the 7K passes the 01K of Kenzie Krutchka.
Well, it looks like Delina Knock and Campbell Baker, I believe, are pulling away from the field, leaving 7K of Austin Fair to deal with
Looks like the
Keegan.
Looks like the 16 of Keegan Baker got past the 01K of Kenzie Krutchka.
Now it looks like Keegan Baker is trying to get past 7K of Austin Fair. And
to get that third position.
the 26 of Campbell Baker's pulling up on Kylie Dixon with the 5 of Delina Knock on his tail.
Looks like the 26 of Campbell Baker gets around the 9K of Kylie Dixon. And Campbell Baker takes the win. Delina Knock and Austin Fair in the 7Ks third. And that will be heat race number 1 for the box stock.
Go ahead, guys.
This is heat race number 2 for the box stock division. Starting first, the 87X of Skylar Evans, and alongside him is the 24 of Kiana Teal, and the 17K of Jackson Krutchka, and the 27 of Zach Stewart, and rounding out the field, the 68 of Kira Markle.
Give me some space off the back of the pace car, drivers.
The 27
Go in this time.
is actually Presley Calababa.
Go now, Jay. Go, 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 go.
It's Junior. The green flag is out for heat race number 1. Skylar Evans takes the lead, but Presley Calababa is getting around the 24 of Kiana Teal. Kiana Teal's now in third with Jackson Krutchka in fourth. The 68 of Kira Markle, tail of the field.
Skylar Evans and Presley Calababa had a fight for the lead last week, and I believe Presley came out with the win.
But that was a really tight race. And it looks like they're going to try and do it again here tonight. Skylar Evans, Presley Calababa, and Kiana Teal is your top 3 right now. But it looks like the 68 of Kira Markle got around the 17 of Jackson Krutchka.
Skylar Evans is pulling away from the rest of the field, but he's got Presley Calababa not too far away. And the white flag is out
For Skylar Evans and Presley Calababa, and looks like the 68 of Kira Markle is made her way into third.
And Skylar Evans with the win, Presley Calababa on second, and the 68 of Kira Markle.
Will round out your top 3 for heat race number 2 for the box stock.
Hi, Mary. Get the opens pushed off.
We're now getting our open division onto the track.
I've got open, or I've got flat
For the open heat race number 1, starting on the pole is the 55S of Scott Hall, 14 of Noel Teal, the 0J of Johnny Miller, the 48 of Lance Erskine, the 83 of Spencer Davis, and rounding out the field in the number 18 is Gabby Darling. That'll be your starting lineup for heat race number 1. Looks like Gabby Darling stopped on the backstretch.
Spencer Davis is here this week. We haven't seen him for a little bit.
Welcome, everybody. Thank you all for watching.
Thank you everybody for who's tuning in on Facebook Live here tonight.
Okay, 0, drag your feet. 55, get in front of the 0. Let's start getting our spots.
Looks like the 18 of Gabby Darling's going to the pits.
So it looks like Spencer Davis is starting at the back.
Back to the back end, we're good to go. Coming for white, drivers, coming for white. Anybody got
We're going green this time. Oh, looks like we're going to stay under yellow. And we're not going to go green quite yet.
So there's 3 drivers here tonight that race crate sprint cars at the Big O.
Oh, it looks like Gabby Darling might be coming back onto the track.
As I was saying, they will be racing tomorrow night. The 0J of Johnny Miller, the 83 of Spencer Davis, and the 14 of Noel Teal.
on the 18 drivers?
They race crates.
Okay, if it won't fire, Gabby, pull it in for us.
Looks like we're staying under caution. Looks like Gabby Darling's not getting started.
Okay, drivers, come for white, come for white.
Okay, we're going to the white flag. Gabby Darling will not be in this heat race. Holly's
I didn't see Holly here, no? Oh, she's tail? She'll plate, but she's not in the heat, didn't make it. We'll have her out there. Okay. This time, drivers, go on this time. It's on you, Carter.
And the green flag is out for Scott Hall, Noel, Lance Erskine. The 0, Johnny Miller.
Next week, I want you to do a chalk line for us.
Looks like Lance Erskine's waiting for that win there, trying to get past the 55. That's a Scott Hall, but now has to deal with the 14 of Noel Teal.
Scott Hall's been having an amazing season so far. With his hot laps and his heat and his features. Scott Hall, Lance Erskine, Holly Porter is your top 3 right now.
The 14 of Noel Teal.
Yes. Looks like the 60, looks like the 83 Davis just went off the track.
2 laps left to go for Scott Hall. Let's see if Lance Erskine can make it and get in front of the Scott Hall, but I don't think it's enough time.
Because the white flag is out. And Scott Hall takes heat race #1 win over Lance Erskine and Noel Teal.
Are they out?
You call beginner heat 2? Holling's head. Randy Holling's head.
And starting on the pole for #1 in the 10, Dave Rocket, and alongside him is the 33 of the Ron man, Ron McGarry.
Carter, this is your show. Whatever you want, buddy.
77.
And next is the 77 of Randy Hollingshead with the 74 of James Woods.
We might just be waiting for the pack to come around, Jimmy. Yeah, he's just waiting for the pack. Go white this time, Carter. Should be good.
They have one lap before we can set them loose to finish heat race number 1.
We're going around and we're coming for the first heat race for the flats.
With 33 of Ron McGarry. Had the pole there for a second, but then the 10 of Davis Crockett took it away from him. And he's got the 77 of Randy Hollingshead on his tail.
But here comes the 74 of James Woods.
Looks like the 77 of Randy Hollingshead made a pass on the 74 and now takes second.
The 10 of Davis Grott, the 77 of Randy Hollingshead, and the 74 of James Woods is the top 3 currently.
With the 33 of Ron McGarry started on the pole and now is second last year.
Looks like the 77 of Randy Hollingshead is trying to get past the 10, and he does get past the 10 of Davis Grott. And the white flag is out for the flat carts.
I don't think the 10 can make a pass there.
And the 77 of Randy Hollingshead takes the win for the flat carts heat race number 1. We're just waiting a minute for our flat carts to move so we can get our beginners going. Looks like we're going to start. Starting on the pole in the 53 is Jack Burbridge. Alongside him in the 9H is Hayden Hancock. Row number 2 in the number 10 is Taja Debston.
On the inside, 53.
On the outside is the 67.
Bring him around to Jimmy and we'll stop him there, okay?
Shakira Markle.
Stop you at the next turn, drivers. We're stopping you here. Slow down, Jay. They're going to run into your back. Slow down, slow down.
The 88 of Riley Mercer. To the outside is the 7S of Sebastian Paulus.
Okay, Jimmy, get across my hold in place. Jason, I want you to pull up here to Carter. We're going to send them up to you in the order. Jimmy, you hold them there. So the first one needed is the 53.
And rounding out the field in the 81 is Lincoln Obedia.
Pull up to Carter there and stop, Jason.
They're called to stop to take shape here. It was a little mixed up here
And then 10 behind the 50.
with Hayden Nanticoke not even being on the track and just got on.
Then the 88, then the 81. I don't see the 88 out here. So send me the 81 at the back. It's all right. We can fit them in later. Let's start working the outside road. 9H.
88's
9H up on the outside road.
88's out there.
So it should be 53, 10, 81. Okay, that's good. Outside row, 9H, 67, 7S.
We're just getting the lineup situated here.
7S behind the 67. The 81 goes tail on the inside, and we're good to go. Great work, guys. Great work. Okay, Jay, you can start rolling. Let's roll off, drivers. That's your lineup. Go
Okay, we're going green next time around.
Go slow, Jay. Let them all get up to speed. Slow right down, Jason. Yep, let them all bunch up nice behind you there.
With Jack Burbridge, Hayden Anacoke on the front row.
Good job, Jay. Perfect.
Do you have a rule book in here?
Why, who wants one? I don't have it offhand.
Because one of the flat cards doesn't even have a fire suit on.
Well, you tell him he's got to fix that. He's got to at least have coveralls, or at least long. I mean, fire suits aren't a big deal in those guys.
Right.
Going this time. Green's out. Just make sure he's got long. Tell him to cover up.
Who's got long sleeve? What is a coat a big hole? Or?
I don't think we have any.
Jack Burbridge is pulling away from Hayden Anacoke here with Stajia the best and left to fight the 7S of Sebastian Paulus. And Sebastian Paulus can make a move to take third away from Stajia. And now he sets his eyes on the 9H of Hayden Anacoke.
The 53 of Jack Burbridge leading this pack. Of 7 cars. With 6 cars behind him.
Sebastian Paulus has just passed Hayden Anacoke. And now has to catch up to Jack Burbridge, but I don't think that's going to happen here. He is going way too quick. The 67 of Shakira Merkel, I believe. Yes, Shakira Merkel just got lapped by Jack.
Riley Mercer is getting up there, getting nice and close to the number 10 of Stasia Dubston. And the checker flag is out, and Jack Burbridge takes heat race number 2 win.
Sebastian Paulus almost spun out there in corner 4, but kept it together to get second place for heat race number 2.
Good job, beginners. Take it back to the pits. Good job, checker. Yellow is out. Take it back to the pits. Nice and easy now.
Box talk is next, Alyssa.
Starting on the pole for heat race number 1 for the first division for box talk. Starting on the pole is the 01K of Kenzie Krutchka, and alongside her the 16 of Keegan Baker. And starting on the second row, the 9K of Kylie Dixon, and the 7K of Austin Fair. Starting on the third row, the 26 of Campbell Baker, and rounding out the field, the number 5 of Delina Knock.
Get to like Jimmy, just bolt out right up to the outside lane. Going this time, drivers. Green's out, green's out.
Keegan Baker seems to be pulling away here. Started second and got past Kenzie Krutchka. And now Delina Knox trying to get past Austin Fair for second position.
Looks like Kenzie Krutchka's now in 4th. It's Keegan Baker with the 5 of Delina Knock, and the 7K of Austin Fair is the top 3 right now.
With Delina Knock getting on the back end of Baker, but seems like she can't pass her. Oh, looks like Delina Knock can pass Keegan Baker to get first position. And now it looks like Austin Fairs has to deal with the 26 of Campbell Baker. for third. But it looks like the 26 of Campbell Baker can get past Austin Fair.
And the 2 laps left to go for this heat race. For heat race number 3 for the box stock.
White flag is out for Delina Knock with the 26 of Campbell Baker and the 7K, no, the 26 of Keegan Baker.
That's all right. Checkers out, drivers, checker in yellow, take it to the pit. Drivers, please make sure your visors are down. Please make sure your visors are down.
Coming out next is heat race number 4 for the box stock. Starting on the pole in the 68 is Kira Merkel.
Gotta be on the inside lane.
On the outside is the 27
87's gotta go on the inside.
of Presley Kalababa. Row number 2, the 17 of Jackson Kutchka. To his outside, the 24 of Kiana Teal. And rounding out the field in the 87X
Yeah, he has to be on the inside lane.
is Skylar Evans.
87 to the inside lane. Okay, show him white this time.
We're going,
17, get up
we're
the
having,
back end.
showing the white flag now, waiting for the green to come out.
White flag's out this time, tighten up the pack. 87's got to follow the 17 to the green.
Here they go, coming to the green.
Okay, get out of there, Jay. Green's out, green's out.
With the 27 junior of Presley Kalibaba in the lead. Had to get past the 68 of Kira Merkel, but it seemed like it was no problem for him. With Skylar Evans already moving up in the 3rd position, trying to take the 2nd away from Kira Merkel.
Skylar Evans started to tail, now is up to third position.
Skylar Evans is he's just struggling, but he can make it now. And now he has to get past the 27 junior of Presley Kalibaba to take this heat win, but they are kind of far away, so might not happen.
There's 2 laps left for this heat race. We have lots of box stocks here tonight. Here comes Presley Kalababa down the back, around corner 4.
Skylar Evans seems to be trying to get Presley Kalibaba close so he can make the pass. But with 2 laps left to go, it's going to be very hard.
Presley Kalababa down the back stretch, coming around.
White flag is out for Presley Kalibaba. Skylar Evans in the 68 of Kira Merkel are the top 3. And I believe they're going to stay that way, and that's going to be your feature, or your heat
Presley Kalababa,
winners.
Skylar Evans, and Kira Merkel is your top 3. Race number 4. That will complete our box stock heat races for the night. Coming up next is heat race number 2 for the Open.
This is your lineup for Open's second heat here. Starting on the pole, the 18 of Gabby Darling.
Looks like Gabby Darling's going to come out for this heat race.
And alongside her, the 83 is Spencer Davis. Starting third, the 48 of Lance Erskine. And the 0J of Johnny Miller. Starting on the last row, the 14 of Noel Teal. And rounding out the field, the 55S is Scott Hall.
We're waiting for all the drivers to get on the track. They're just getting their push start. Looks like we have Gabby Darling, Scott Hall, Holly Porter, and Lance Erskine on the track.
So I'm going to guess Holly Porter's going to start at the back.
Yes, she does. She starts tail. Yep. But 83's not going to make the call, so everybody needs to fill up one.
Okay.
We just heard that the 83 of Spencer Davis did not make the call.
Okay, drivers, let's start finding your positions. 18's on the pole, 48 in behind, 14 in behind her. Outside lane will be 0J, 55 and the 1.
Looks like we're just getting the lineup situated with
Johnny Miller. Mary, you see Johnny Miller?
We have one more heat race after this. And there will be intermission.
No, Holly she wasn't the first heat, she just showed up. Spencer's got you, she's in. 0J, you're the pole sitter. Outside pole, 0J, outside pole. If you get up there, we can go white. Come on, Johnny, get up there, outside pole. Good job. Let him in, Scott. Tuck in the outside lane there, Holly. Line is good.
Tomorrow night, presented by Jibs Action Sports, is autograph night. Halloween in August, too.
Here we go.
Plus autism night.
Green's out, green's out.
Green is out. Scott Hall slowing down on the front stretch.
Can we send a message to Spencer to run ads? Caution's out, drivers, caution's out.
We just got notified if kids dress up tomorrow night in Halloween costumes, they get in for free.
Did we take a lap there or not? All right, complete restart. 55.
Looks like Scott Hall
If he can fire.
made the caution happen.
Do we get 2-minute work area even beats? You know?
We're just waiting to see what's going on with Scott Hall.
And he is going to the pits.
Carter, did we get 2-minute work area in heats? Do you know? I didn't catch any of that. Shake your head yes or no. Okay. Anybody got eyes on the 55, Jimmy? Can you see, are they working on it? Are they done? Don't go over there. Just tell me if you can see it.
Okay, it looks like we're getting the lineup situated. See if
Scott Hall's coming back onto the and I believe he might be starting on starting at the tail.
for causing the caution. So we're just waiting for Scott Hall to get up into position so we can start the second and final heat race for the open.
All right, 55, pull it in. They're coming for white, drivers coming for white.
Scott Hall is told to take it to the pits. And I'm gonna guess it's because his engine won't fire.
And we're going white.
That leaves Noel Teal at the back.
White flag's out, Travis. White flag coming this time. Sorry, substitute. You get what you get. Going this time. It's all yours, Carter.
We're going green this time. And the green flag is out. Gabby Darling and Johnny Miller is at the front row. With Lance Erskine, Holly Porter, and Noel Teal.
Holly Porter is trying to hold off Noel Teal. Almost bumped into each other there.
And Noel Teal takes fourth away from Holly Porter.
Holly Porter's trying to get it back, but she can't. She can't get it back from Noel Teal. And Gabby Darling pulling away from Lance Erskine with Johnny Miller at Lance Erskine's tail.
Gabby Darling, Lance Erskine, and Johnny Miller right now is your top three.
Two laps left to go for Gabby Darling. Lance Erskine and Johnny Miller are the top three here, with Holly Porter and Noel Teal at the back. It doesn't look like Holly Porter's going to make a pass here.
Gabby Darling takes heat race number 2 win. Lance Erskine second. And it looks like it's going to be Johnny Miller in third. Coming up next is our flat carts for their second and final heat race.
If this race goes, we'll be about 7:40, 7:45, and I'd say we'll come back to green at 8 o'clock. 8 o'clock? Yeah. Beginner is taking the green at 8 o'clock. Go ahead.
The flat carts are now taking the track for the last heat race of tonight.
Starting on the pole in the number 33 is Ron McGarry. The 28C of Cameron Book. The 74 of James Wood. The 77 of Randy Holinghead. And the 10. And running out the field, the number 10 is Davis Grott. Sorry, the 77 of Randy Holinghead is rounding out the field. Looks like the lineup is good for the flat carts. Looks like we're going to be going green soon. The white flag is out for the flat carts. And we'll be going green next time around.
Flagman was down there to pick up some speed there on the front stretch. I could see it rolling down the front stretch as the checkers were out for the Open's last heat race.
The flat carts are going green. And the green flag is out.
A little contact there on the start with the 28C of Cameron Brook and 33 of Gary.
It looks like James Wood is coming.
Single file down the backstretch.
Looks like we have James Woods, Cameron Book, and Randy Hollingshead. Here they go. The 74 of James Wood, the 77 of Randy Hollingshead, the 28C of Cameron Book is your top three. And the white flag is out.
There will be a commercial break to watch the Monday mashup of last Friday night. We'll be right back after the commercial break. And I believe at 8 o'clock we will go.
Coming up this month at Ohsweken Speedway. Friday, August 16th, Jibs Action Sports presents Autograph Night and Halloween in August. Kids in costumes get in for free. Come and trick or treat the front straightaway while you meet the drivers up close at intermission. Coming up at Ohsweken Speedway next Friday, August 23rd, Gales Auto Aftermarket presents Gales Thunderstock Cash Blast, featuring a full card of racing plus a 50-lapper for the Thunderstocks that will pay $2,000, $750, and $500 for the top three positions. Friday, August 30th, Pinty's Delicious Foods presents Back to School Backpack Night. Every child in attendance has the chance to win a new backpack filled with school supplies donated by our amazing race teams. And on the track, it's a full card of action, plus Gale's Mini Stock Cash Blast that will pay $1,000, $500, and $300 for the top three Mini Stock finishers. Friday, September 6th, Epic Racewear presents Championship Friday. All divisions will battle hard on the final points night of the season, September 6th. The final round in the quest for the rings.
Wade Thorne, Daniel McCabe, Mike Evers, Mike Sirantakos, Paul Longboat, John Cote, and a huge pileup on the front stretch as Jason Tolton gets gathered up.
And Jason Tolton, the unlucky recipient of a tangle there between Steve Miller and Christopher French.
Here, Cody Somerville will lead them down the front stretch, and Mike Giverson loses a handful of positions going into one. 3 wide for the lead, and here comes Kyle Wirt, the point leader on his horse on the outside line, up to second, trailing 8 and 9 in the 88.
8 and 9 with a heat race win in that number 88 machine. Looking good here to lead lap number 1, but here comes the number 19 of Kyle Wirt in the mix as well. Running in third, Tim Jameson. That 177 machine, top 3 cars breaking away from the rest of the field because it's an absolute beehive behind there.
Side by side for that top position, 8 and 9, and the 19 of Kyle Wirt. That Eccles Auto service number 19. 8 and 9 will lead the lap as they go down into corner number 1. 2 on the board. 13 to go in our first feature of the night.
Greg, you know we have a good racetrack when the mini stocks prefer the outside line and they can keep it wound up with all kinds of momentum, nice and smooth, and that's the line that 8 and 9 is running so far with Trevor Watt trying to, see Kyle Wirt trying to stick with him in that number 19 machine.
Back at it. Green is out. And Kyle Wirt will shoot out in front of the top 3. And things got close there as Wirt nearly got tapped by the 177 of Tim Jameson, who slid up the track. Now it's 3 wide behind the leader.
3 wide for that second spot. 8 and 9 got shuffled out of the race lead, but now trying to come back Ryan Hiller for the second spot. Tristan De Silva in the mix as well. 3-4 cars battling for third now. The race into corner number 1, 8 and 9 in the middle of Tim Jamieson, Tristan De Silva, Dusty DeBoer, Tim DeBoer right there as well.
Good pack of racing there as 8 and 9, and now the caution flag is back out. White flag out for the leaders. Yeah, good battle back there, about mid-pack right there. 8 and 9, Trevor Watt and Wade Thorne, but as they work it down the backstretch the final time, Kyle Wirt leads the point leader, looking to pad his lead into the stretch drive for the championship. Double checkers out from Cameron Thompson. Kyle Wirt picks up another win over Ryan Hiller. Dusty DeBoer. Greens in the air, and Jacob Dykstra leads him down into corner number 1. Derek Lemaire on that outside line. He had a very solid qualifying heat. Let's see if he can keep it up here in the feature event.
Good start for Jacob Dykstra in that 5D machine. Derek Lemaire slipping back into the third spot momentarily, but as Jesse Costa moved ahead, but he fighting back with him, and Hannah Farrell right there as well. 3-car battle for second. 3 wide into corner number 3. Didn't look like there was going to be enough room, but how about that move by the Hurricane? Hannah Farrell 2-for-1 special off of corner number 4. She moves into second.
Hannah Farrell there in the second spot. Right around goes Derek Lemaire in front of the pack down in corner 2. Wow. And here comes Jesse Costa winding it up on the top side, but here comes Hannah Farrell up into his line and kind of pitches him out of the way.
Costa goes another lane higher though off of corner number 4, trying to find a little bit of room, and this time we'll have to follow the Hurricane. Hannah Farrell into corners 1 and 2. Not enough room to get it done that time as Hannah Farrell holds off the charge there in that battle for the second spot.
Brian Nanick, oh, now Davey Boughton around in corner number 1. Keeps the foot in the throttle. The car's going to stop down in the middle groove in corner 1.
Jesse Costa and the Hurricane. Hannah Farrell battling it out for that second spot. Nick Sheridan in the mix as well. 3-car battle for the runner-up spot. And Sheridan works around the outside, following Hannah Farrell to corner number 1. 3 wide for second.
And some great racing from second on back all through the pack. There's a good fight going on between Jesse McDonald and Lucas Smith as well. And that Massage Pro number 49L as they work it off of corner number 4. Oh, close call for Hannah Farrell and Nick Sheridan as they cross the stripe.
Wow, that was awfully close on the front straightaway. Trouble up in corner number 3. Trevor Young around. Caution on lap number 6. Good head of steam going into corner number 1. Gets the lane up on the top side of the speedway. We'll see if he can get by the Hurricane in corner number 2. Cap closes up, and he had to get on the binders there in turn number 2.
Dykstra out in front over Farrell and Costa, then a gap back to Sheridan, another gap back to DJ Christie, who's duking it out with Stephen Beckett, and the 49L of Lucas Smith. Good 3-car fight back there. One more time around for Costa. Then you've got Nick Sheridan in second, and this race has really come to the 4th place driver, Stephen Beckett, closing the gap on Hannah Farrell. He's going to run out of time for a podium finish, but a good rally for him as the checkers about to come out. Jesse Costa will pick up the win. The point leader pads his lead. Nick Sheridan will cross the line in second. Hannah Farrell third. Fourth will be Stephen Beckett.
Green flag wave. Scott Kruder leads the field into corners 1 and 2. Dylan Westbrook trying to take second away from Mitch Brown. Gets the job done off of corner number 2. Kruder to the top side. Westbrook to the bottom here off of turn number 4. Kruder leads lap number 1.
Street shooter locked and loaded tonight. He's way up top, riding around the rim as we've got them going down the backstretch. Dylan Westbrook in second. Mitch Brown in third. DeMann and Ryan Turner right now your top 5. The caution flag out one around as John Burbridge Jr. spins between corners 1 and 2.
Westbrook closes the gap and might have the race lead off of turn number 2. No, Kruder gets by around the outside. Westbrook had the lead by a nose momentarily, but Kruder got back by him up top with the momentum. He's following Josh Hansen, who's had trouble all night long, but right now running pretty solid up in that top groove as Westbrook and Kruder go at it for the race lead. New leader Dylan Westbrook off turn 2.
Tucks up in front of the straight shooter Scott Kruder. Now Kruder goes down to the inside line and he says, here Dylan, you try and get by Josh Hansen because I certainly can't. Now they tuck in behind each other as they go down into corner number 1. Kruder digging on the inside. They're side by side. Now Kruder back to the top spot down the backstretch. 3 wide in front of the leaders.
Lap 12, Kruder getting by Dylan Westbrook for the race lead. But here comes Westbrook back around the top. They trade spots again. Still in traffic. They can't get by these slower cars. They're racing amongst them. Oh, and they get together. Kruder gets into Westbrook. They spin. Kruder keeps his foot in it. Westbrook goes around.
Back to
and
Andrew
caution
leader.
flag. Caution flag is out. McDeman got around both drivers. Trying to find a way by the number 5 key of Shane Ross and the 55 of Mike Thorne. Corey Turner has narrowed the gap to just a couple of car lengths here on the final lap. Last time down the back straight and into corners 3 and 4. DeMan goes through the middle of Ross and Thorne off of corner number 4 for the second time in 2019. The highlight man goes to victory lane.
And it wasn't a huge one either because Corey Turner was right there. They bring it down the front straightaway. The final feature of the night is underway. Dickey and Frank Turkey Jr. now side by side.
Good start for the number 1 machine. As for the 38 of Frank Turkey, of 41 of Adam Plazik, tried to go to the outside, didn't quite work for him in corners 1 and 2, but gains a bit of momentum back here in turns 3 and 4 as the whole gaggle of cars work 4 wide. Jim Linton right across the nose of Logan Schwedek's number 53 in the middle of the pack.
A good battle towards the back, but you see that battle at the front. Frank Turkey Jr. has the top spot. Chris Dickey back to second, then it's Sargent and Liverance side by side, 3rd and 4th. Martin Fawcett, Logan Schwedek back there, 5th and 6th.
Positions are changing as fast as we're talking at this point. This early in the race as Ken Sargent moves past Chris Dickey for the 2nd spot. Logan Schwedek getting by as well. Dickey pinned up on the top side of the racetrack.
3-car fight up at the front. Ken Sargent in that 25 Club 54 racing machine, holding on over Logan Schwedek and Dave Bailey, the champ, right there in that 3rd position. Chris Hale had a good solid run tonight, something he has not had a lot of this year. He's had a lot of struggles and has finally got that car back to where we know it should be, and he was on fire last year, figuratively, in that 79 machine, picking up some big wins late in the season. Now he looks to have things fixed, riding up there in 4th.
Yeah, was real dominant in the 79 towards the end of the 2018 season, and just as we had a battle for the lead shaping up, we have a caution flag.
5 laps left to go in our final feature of the night. It's Middleport Mechanical Thunderstocks. It's been an interesting one so far. Logan Schwedek looking to get the better of Dave Bailey here tonight, but if you're out in front with 5 laps to go and there's one guy behind you, you don't want to be behind you. It's that 49 that Jibs Action Sport tweets the Chevrolet machine. Brewster Baker, Dave Bailey.
And you can see Schwedek is pushing the pace in that number 53 machine, not slowing at all. Last time by, he was a 10th quicker than Dave Bailey's number 49 machine. We'll see what he can do this time by. There'll be 3 laps to go as he knocks number 17 off the board here.
This time by, Dave Bailey trying to find any sort of an advantage. He's got a good run down in corners 3 and 4.
If there's a spot that 40, no, and he goes around. Bailey around, he keeps his foot in it though, and Sargent will get by both him and Trevor DeVore.
He's still in 4th.
He still managed to stay in 4th. And Logan Schwedek hits the cruise control button with a half a straightaway advantage. He'll bring it off of turn number 4 and double checkers for the final time tonight from Cameron Thompson. Logan Schwedek goes to victory lane. Ken Sargent, Trevor DeVore.
Coming up this month at Ohsweken Speedway. Friday, August 16th, Jibs Action Sports presents Autograph Night, and Halloween in August. Kids in costumes get in for free. Come and trick or treat the front straightaway while you meet the drivers up close at intermission. Coming up at Ohsweken Speedway next Friday, August 23rd, Gales Auto Aftermarket presents Gales Thunderstock Cash Blast, featuring a full card of racing plus a 50-lapper for the Thunderstocks that will pay $2,000, $750, and $500 for the top 3 positions. Friday, August 30th, Pinty's Delicious Foods presents Back to School Backpack Night. Every child in attendance has the chance to win a new backpack filled with school supplies donated by our amazing race teams. And on the track, it's a full card of action, plus Gale's mini stock cash blast that will pay $1,000, $500, and $300 for the top 3 mini stock finishers. Friday, September 6th, Epic Racewear presents Championship Friday. All divisions will battle hard on the final points night of the season, September 6th. The final round in the quest for the rings.
Tomorrow night is Halloween in August and autograph night powered by Jibs Action Sports. Tomorrow, kids who wear Halloween costumes get in for free. We will be going with our beginners very shortly.
Tomorrow night is Halloween in August. If kids wear costumes, they get in for free, and it is powered by Jibs Action Sports, as well as an autism night.
Is our beginner division. They'll be coming out very shortly for their feature of the night. The beginners have just been called to go line up.
After seeing the heat, Jack Burbridge and Sebastian Paulus can just pull away from the field, whether they start on the front row or the second row. They're both really good racers, but we haven't really seen them fight for the pole at all. Same with Skylar Evans and Presley Kalibaba. They've both been pulling away from the field all night. And it's going to be a hard one to say who's going to win out of those two features.
Tomorrow night, Jibs Action Sports presents Halloween in August and Autograph Night. You're going to have a chance to go down onto the track to meet your favorite drivers and get an autograph from them.
On the golf cart?
Tomorrow night, if kids wear if they wear Halloween costumes, they get them for free. we're just waiting for the beginner division to line up so we can get started.
Okay, perfect. That works.
Last week, the 77E was driven by Dylan Westbrook. Because I think Ashton Van Every was at the Knoxville Nationals.
Looks like our beginners are getting lined up. We're just waiting for the lineup to be correct so we can get started on our first feature of the night. Okay, they're getting ready. We're almost ready for the first feature to come out onto the track. It is going to be our beginner division. Looks like we're going to have a chalk line to start tonight's first feature.
Starting on the pole is the 7S of Sebastian Pallas, and alongside him is the 53 of Jack Burbridge. Starting third, the 9H of Hayden Nanakoke, and the 10 of Stajio de Beston. Starting on the third row, the 88 of Riley Mercer, and the 67 of Shakira Markle, and rounding out the field, the 81 of Lincoln Obadiah.
Looks like we're gonna go green.
88, get up there on the inside.
And here we bring you our feature presentation for the first feature of the night.
Yellow, yellow, yellow. Hold on, drivers. Yellow's out, yellow's out, yellow's out.
Looks like our yellow flag is out.
Come on, double file, 10, get behind the 53.
Still getting lined up here.
We're going to go this time again. You guys stay side by side, even like that, till we get to the line.
Looks like we're gonna have a restart for the green.
Keep that pace, Jay. Take it out, Jason. Yeah, green is out. Green is
And the green flag is out for the first feature of the night.
With Jack Burbridge pulling away from Sebastian Pallas as they go down the backstretch.
And they get past Lincoln Obedia. Jack Burbridge, Sebastian Pallas, and Hayden Nanakoke is your top three for this 15-lap feature.
13 laps left to go here. That's enough time for Sebastian Pallas to get past Jack Burbridge.
But it looks like Sebastian Pallas is trying to get close up to Jack Burbridge, as Riley Mercer is trying to get around Stajio Dubson.
with Hayden Nanakoke in third, with a fight for second last at the back.
Here comes Jack Burbridge getting around the 67.
Shakira Markle told to slow down there for Jack Burbridge.
There's 10 laps left for this feature event. Jack Burbridge, Sebastian Paulus, and
Riley Mercer
is your top three.
The top three is really spread out here.
With a lap car in between, but now Riley Mercer is past the lap car. There's quite a few car gaps between Jack Burbridge and Sebastian Paulus, and then Sebastian Paulus and Riley Mercer. Here comes Jack Burbridge down corner 4. Jack Burbridge, Sebastian Paulus, and Riley Mercer is the top three. There is 5 laps left to go for this feature event.
Riley Mercer is getting closer to Sebastian Paulus, but it's not that fast.
4 laps left to go for this feature event, for our first feature of the night.
Jack Burbridge coming up on lap cars here.
With
Of,
2 laps to go.
Of Stagia de Beston at just past Stagia. Now Hayden Nanakoke, which is in 4th, I believe. And it looks like Riley Mercer is getting closer and closer to Sebastian Paulus with 1 lap left to go.
Jack Burbridge is getting close, and Jack Burbridge takes the win for the first feature of the night, but it's getting close between, and it looks like Sebastian Paulus takes second and Riley Mercer is third. That'll be your top 3 for the first feature of the night.
Good job, beginners. Good job tonight.
Rolling on next is our box stock. Starting on the pole in the 87X is Skylar Evans. The 27 Junior of Presley Calababa. The 5 of Delina Knock. The 26 of Campbell Baker. The 68 of Kira Markle. The 16 of Keegan Baker. The 7K of Austin Fair. The 24K of Kiana Teal. The 17 of Jackson Krutchka, and the 01K of Kenzie Krutchka, and rounding out the field in the 9K is Kylie Dixon.
They just put more chalk down for the starter line in corner 4. What a field of cars we have. We have about 6 rows of box stock sprint or micro sprints.
White flag out. We're ready to go this time. We're ready to go this time.
Looks like we're going to the green.
Remember, thin line. Nice square, tight and even until you get to the chalk line. If you jump, we will call it back. Get out there, Jason.
And the green flag is out.
Yellow flag is out. It was a bad start. I know.
6. You got to stay in line until you get past the chalk line. Everybody's got to get past the chalk
Campbell
line.
Baker had a jump start.
Get back in the line of where you were.
Yeah, from where we are, it looks like they were going 3 wide before they even got to the chalk line.
They have to be 2 wide until they pass the chalk line. Then they can fan out and start passing. So once they hit the front stretch, they can go.
All right. Lineup looks good. White flag is out. Going next time. Who jumped out? Is that the 26 of Baker? Yeah. Okay, so he's tail now. We'll deal with that. Going this time, drivers.
And the green flag is out for the box stop. Here they go. Skylar Evans and Preston Kalbab is on the front row. But here comes Zelina and Kira Markle is your top 4. And rounding out the top 5 in the 16 is Keegan Baker.
Skylar Evans is trying to pull away from Presley Kalibaba, and now Presley has to deal with Delina Knock. But second,
everybody's in a single file line as they go around corner 1 and 2 and down the back stretch. Skylar Evans, Presley Kalababa, Delina Knock, Kira Merkel, and Keegan Baker round out your top 5.
I can see a little gap forming between Presley Kalibaba and Skylar Evans, with Delina Knock on the back end of Presley Kalibaba, trying to get in there, get in second, and then maybe try and pass Skylar Evans for the win.
Skylar Evans, Presley Kalababa, and Delina Knock is your top 3. Kira Merkel and Keegan Baker is your top 5. Campbell Baker for the restart started tail and now is up to 6. Kenzie Krutchka 7th. Austin Fair 8th. Kiana Teal 9th. And Jackson Krutchka 10th.
Skylar Evans is going to lap the 9K Kylie Dixon here. And yeah, there is a gap forming between Skylar Evans and Presley Kalibaba, as there has been all night.
But Delina Knox getting close to the 27 junior of Presley Kalababa.
You can see Delina not trying to pull up on Presley Kalibaba and maybe take second away, but it's not working for her.
Here they go. Looks like Skylar Evans, Presley Kalababa, and Delina Knox. But Delina Knox getting closer and closer to getting past Presley Kalababa. And it looks like Delina Knox almost took Presley Kalababa.
Now it looks like Skylar Evans is pulling up on Jackson Krutchka.
With only 5 laps left to go for this feature event.
Jackson's told to slow down for
4
Skylar
laps.
Evans and Presley Kalibaba with the lead and knock.
There's 4 laps left to go for this feature event. Two laps left to go for Skylar Evans.
Let's see if Skylar Evans can hold off Presley Kalibaba and maybe get the victory here tonight.
Looks like it might be a very tough race here for Skylar Evans, Presley Kalibaba, and Delina Knock.
Skylar Evans is looking like he can hold Presley Kalibaba off. And it looks like Skylar Evans with the victory, and Kalibaba in second, and Delina Knock in third.
That'll be your top three for the Box Dogs feature event for the night.
There will be a ceremony for the top three
From each division after the flat carts. Coming out next is our open division.
Start pushing off the open.
Okay, our opens are getting pushed out. Looks like they're trying to get Keegan Baker to the pits. He's getting pushed off into the pits.
starting on the pole. From Brantford, the 48 of Lance Erskine, and alongside him, the number 14 from Springvale, Noel Teal. And starting third from Six Nations, the 0J of Johnny Miller, and the 55S from Wilsonville, Scott Hall. And the 18 from St. Thomas, Gabby Darling. And rounding out the field from Dorchester, the number 1 of Holly Porter.
All these cars are getting pushed off onto the track so we can start their feature. It looks like all the cars are on the track here tonight.
Spencer Davis did not show for the last heat race for Open and is not in the feature. I'm gonna guess there's something wrong with his engine or something.
That he did not want to do.
One more lap so we can set him loose here. For the second last feature event. After this, we have the flat track karts, and
then our award ceremony to close up the evening.
Going this time, drivers. Nice, tight, square, and even.
The green is out with Lance Erskine pulled away from Noel Teal there. And Holly Porter trying to get around the 0J of Johnny Miller.
Scott Hall's fighting, and it's 3 wide for the 4th position. It's Lance Erskine, Hall, Noel Teal, and Gabby Darling is your top 3.
With the Scott Hall trying to hunt down the 18 to Gabby Darling. Cannot happen. It looks like the 0J of Johnny Miller slowing down there in corner 2.
Lance Erskine, Hall, Noel Teal, and Gabby Darling is your top 3.
Holly Porter now has to get past the 55S of Scott Hall.
Scott Hall's not going to give up. He wants a podium finish here tonight.
Though he did get it last week. I believe he got the victory.
Last week, Scott Hall came second over a crazy finish from Gabby Darling.
Looks like Noel Teal's in first. Maybe she can get a victory this season. Oh, Lance Erskine
Has a great advantage from Noel Teal, who's running second, and Gabby Darling, who's running third.
Now Scott Hall's got to get past Gabby Darling to make his way into the top 3. And then maybe he can get past Noel Teal with Lance Erskine, Noel Teal, and Gabby Darling in the top 3.
Scott Hall and Holly Porter rounding out your top 5. Scott Hall's not going to give up here tonight. He didn't have the greatest heat race, but he wants a great finish for his feature event.
He slowed down there on the front stretch in Heat 1 and in Heat 2 and could not finish it. That caused for him to start at the back, I believe. He did not start at the back.
He started on the outside of row number 2. It's Lance Erskine, Hall, Noel Teal, and Gabby Darling as Gabby Darling goes down.
spins!
So that has Scott Hall in third. I think he's glad for this restart so he can fire again.
Yeah, and then maybe Noel Teal can have another chance to get past Lance Erskine. As you can see, he's pulling away here tonight. But
Scott Hall's not going to give up here tonight. He wants a podium finish, and I think he might have a podium finish here tonight. Noel Teal and
Lance
Gabby
Erskine,
Darling as
Noel Teal and Scott Hall as the top 3.
the drivers have been told to go high while they get Gabby Darling going again.
Noel Teal and Gabby as
Single file restart.
They're just waiting on this for the restart. Looks like we're going to be going green next time around. And they're going green. They have to stay in a single file. They can't pull out. And the green flag is out.
With Lance Erskine again, doing what he did last.
Noel Teal and Scott Hall rounding out your top 3. Oh, and Scott Hall gets close.
Scott Hall's trying to pass Noel Teal. Oh, he goes on 2 wheels entering corner 1.
It's Lance Erskine, Hall, Noel Teal, and Scott Hall in your top 3. With 2 laps left to go here tonight for the Open.
I think Scott Hall's found his groove because every time he goes low, there's dust everywhere.
Lance Erskine, Noel Teal, and Scott Hall. Let's see if Noel Teal can keep second. And
The checkers are out with Lance Erskine, Noel Teal, and Scott Hall, the top 3.
that'll be your top 3 for this feature event.
One more feature, and then the ceremony for the top 3 in each feature, except for the flats. Don't forget, tomorrow night is Halloween in August plus autograph and autism night, and if any kid comes dressed in a Halloween costume, they get in free.
Now it's time for our flat. Starting on the pole, the number 28C is Cameron Book. To his outside, the 74 of James Woods. The 10 of Davis Grott. The 33, Ron McGarry. And rounding out the field in the 77 is Randy Hollingshead.
The green is out with the 28C trying to get ahead of the 74.
And here they go. The 28C of Cameron Buck. The 74 of James Woods. And the 77 of Randy Holling.
The 74 James Wood could get past the 28C of Cameron Brook. I know it looks like the 10 and the 77 are coming up on the back end of Cameron as they go down the back stretch.
Well, he pitched me. He gave me a written pitch this week for the snake steering camera here that we just unplugged Sean's camera. So we have a camera here on Fridays, and a robotic camera there that he controls. So we have like a 2 or 3 camera shoot. But then on Fridays, when the pace around, come back over to first.
Here they go around. They're going
3 wide down the back stretch for a little bit there. With the 77 of Randy Hollingshead now in second, and the 28C of Cameron Brook in third. And the 10 of Davis Crockett closing in on Cameron Brook as they go down the back stretch.
Carter, that's a horrible habit for you to get into, and I'll break your arms if you ever do that on my stand on a Friday night. Don't do it, Carter. I know you can hear me from your arms, but that's okay.
Here they go. Round the back stretch. They're halfway done their feature. Here they go.
With the 77 of Randy Hollingshead closing in on the 74, I believe, of James Woods.
Five laps left to go for this feature event.
Yep, so it looks like the 74 and the 77 are pulling away from the rest of the field as they're getting ready to wrap up the rest of this feature event.
Two laps left to go for this feature.
The 77 of Randy Hollingshead cannot get past the 74 of James Wood.
And the last lap.
Oh, looks like the 77 of Randy Hollingshead can get past the 74 and can pick up the feature win with the 77 of Randy Hollingshead in first, the 74 of James Wood in second.
Thank you for tuning in to Facebook Live here tonight.
And the third, I believe, is the 10 of Davis Crockett.
Good night, everybody, and see you tomorrow.